Welcome to Encounter Shawnee Mission. I'm Nick.
I'm Ben. Thanks for joining us. At East Antioch Elementary School, first grade students moved their classroom outside for a day.
A current Shawnee Mission North student is helping bring their courtyard back to life. First graders at East Antioch Elementary School are creating a butterfly garden with the help of a former student.
This is my first year in this building, and one of the things that I saw was this beautiful courtyard that needed a little bit of love. And so Jake Hughes, which is a student at Shawnee Mission North, reached out to me wanting to do an Eagle Scout project. And I told him about this fabulous area, and he had remembered it when he was a prior student here. And he said, I would absolutely love to do some things to make that courtyard a usable science area for the kids.
I'm a Life Scout working on my Eagle, and I'm in Troop 189. In order to become an Eagle Scout, you have to do what's called an Eagle Project, and that's usually, it revolves around doing something good for the community. And so, I took a look here recently, and I noticed that this courtyard was very run down. So I thought, why not bring it back to life? I had to ask a lot of people for donations. For example, the mulch I got from House of Rocks and Home Depot. I got 3 yards from the House of Rocks and 3 more yards from Home Depot.
And then the first grade teachers jumped on board and they said, well, we would love to do a butterfly garden because we study butterflies and bugs during part of our science project. And it has just spiraled into this amazing outdoor area for students so they can integrate science along with the project that Jake had already started.
With photographer Jack McMahon, this has been Nick Vance reporting for Encounter Shawnee Mission. That courtyard's a really nice environment for the kids.
Yeah, I think so too. Shawnee Mission School District has recently added iPads to all elementary and middle schools.
Here we see how Comanche elementary students take advantage of their iPads in class.
iPads have been a new addition to the Shawnee Mission School District. Here, we learn how the 4th graders of Comanche use their iPads in class.
Incorporating it maybe slowly at first, but the kids are really picking it up, and it just creates the level of engagement, makes it even higher. So, beginning it wasn't as often, so we're getting to use them more and more as we learn, and they use them every day. They take them home at night, use them at home also.
Do you want to say some of the things that you put in up there?
They do a variety of different things. In the morning they'll work on their morning work, and they do morning work, but then they also do a lot of creation on the iPads. So we've done several different activities, some with vocabulary. One that we're working on this morning, they're creating an eye activity.
The students like the iPads for different reasons.
We can learn a lot from the iPads and get to know the iPads better. We have lots of learning apps, and we use them a lot to learn lots of stuff. I do extra math on my iPad, and I do lots of math facts.
With photographer Kelsey Clemma, this has been Annie Rennie reporting for Encounter Shawnee Mission.
The iPads have really improved the learning experience for those kids.
Yeah, I would have loved to have one of those. Remember in 6th grade when we got to go to Wildwood?
Yeah, that was probably my favorite memory.
The Briarwood kids got to go to the Tall Oaks recently. Let's find out more.
This fall, Briarwood 6th graders visited the Tall Oaks Conference Center to augment their classroom experience with team building exercises.
The activities are based around team building and cooperation. So the idea is that they have to work together as a team. They have to trust each other. They have to be able to communicate, resolve problems, conflicts, and they have to do that in a respectful manner, which then directly translates into the classroom. To me, the number one thing would be the cooperation, being able to work together as a team when they're different. People want different things and having to compromise, and then just the ability to communicate in a way that's respectful. A lot of times the kids want to criticize each other, or if somebody messes up, they want to put them down and oh, why did you do that? And the idea is to keep encouraging each other and keep staying positive.
Personally, I think it benefits them tremendously. The kids go away with better understanding and being able to use their communication skills and coming to a consensus, and just in general treating each other in a better way. They get a little practice in leadership, developing their own styles, which then of course relates to self-esteem improvement. I also can see that in a group as a whole. When they start out not getting along, not being able to come to a decision, not being able to get anything done. And by the end of the day, they're functioning as a team, making decisions, everyone's happy. That's the main thing. If they go away happy, then I am too.
With photographer Brian Ralphs, this is Justin Rice Henry reporting for Encounter Shawnee Mission.
My favorite part about Wildwood is definitely canoeing.
Yeah, those were some good times. Wouldn't it have been nice to have a reading club in elementary school?
Yeah, that would have been great.
Well, here at Apache, boys are learning that reading is more than words.
Here at Apache Elementary, Guys Read is in its third year and has seen improvement in participation. Let's take a look.
Each Guys Read starts off with snacks, the good kind. That's clearly established by the charter that you get from the organization. So we do that, and we always share a book we read, because that's another key part of the charter is, you share books you like and share books you didn't like. And that helps the boys to see, oh, okay, they read that and I might like it. So after that, I share our book of the month. And the boys are not required to read our book of the month. It's just something that I pick out and say, hey, this is a cool, fun book, and our library guy will bring in several copies for the guys to check out if they're interested. And then I have an activity tied to the book. So another key part of the charter is every once in a while we'll smash things. So I have to try and plan ahead to find something we can smash with some of the books.
I like that how every Wednesday he has like a book of the month to read off to see if we like it, to check it out. Enjoy how we can do fun activities that relate to the book.
When I was in 4th grade, I got a paper from the teacher, and she picked 3 students, and that was one of me, and so I just decided to join, and then it was really fun for me.
I heard that my friend's brother, he told us that it was really fun, and that the teacher, he was cool, and that they got to smash stuff.
Guys Read is a larger movement around the country. It started by this guy, John Sheska, the famous children's book author. He wrote The Stinky Cheese Man and The True Story of the 3 Little Pigs and the Time Warp Trio books, and he's really on a mission to help encourage guys to read. And he established a website called guysread.com, and he wrote a Guys Read charter that I haven't entirely memorized, but it says things like, we will read whatever we want. We will not have to offer excuses to anybody for reading what we want. Sometimes we'll smash things just for fun. We will encourage each other to read. We'll tell each other what we like to read. We'll tell each other things that we don't like to read. So it's just to offer lots of support for each other.
With photographer Emma Sam, this has been Hannah Wise reporting for Encounter Shawnee Mission.
Snacks, smashing things, reading, what more can these kids want?
Ben, now you're making me hungry. The sky's the limit for Westridge students entering the Battle of the Brains contest.
Let's see how they're doing.
Westridge Middle School students have decided to enter the Battle of the Brains competition, held by Burns and McDonald.
So Battle of the Brains is an opportunity for students to join together and design something that's science related and brings a change to the community. So we thought an observatory was something good that brought a change, because we can, track meteors and have little star parties, as our teacher likes to call them, so we can discover new things and have fun while doing it.
But it's a competition open to kids in schools across the metro, from kindergarten up through seniors in high school. There's 2 divisions, so there's a senior group and then the younger kids. But the cool thing is it's all meant to foster STEM education and get the kids thinking about creative ways to introduce STEM topics to the general public while they're visiting Science City. And the cool thing is the kids come up with these exhibits all on their own, and then after the winning submittal is chosen, I believe they pick 2 finalists and then one that actually gets built. But then the kids meet with architects and engineers and designers at Burns and McDonald, and they actually build and construct their exhibit.
So the observatory we want to make, we have a $250,000 budget, but with the things that we wanted to add, it would be a little bit over $300,000. So we thought that we'd get a grant from either NASA or another scientific company or place to grant our project.
With photographers Andrew Moore and Brendan Bollinger, this has been Brock Burnett reporting for Encounter Shawnee Mission.
Westridge is really high tech.
Yeah, that 3D model is pretty cool. At Rising Star Elementary School, dads are getting to see a day in the life of their kids.
So far in the 2015 school year, Star Dads are off to a great start.
Here at Rising Star Elementary, dads have taken a much larger role in their kids' education.
Star Dads is a program we put together here at Rising Star that just gets dads involved in the school. It can be a grandfather, just more of a father figure. We're trying to get more involvement. The moms are more involved in the school, and by getting the dads involved, we seem to have better interaction. The kids want their fathers here, so Star Dads kind of involved around the fact of getting dads in and doing fun things at school with their kids. Similar, getting into going to gym, maybe reading a book to their child, playing puzzles, or in the classrooms. It's just getting that one-on-one attention with their child in the school environment and learning more about what their kids do when they're in the school.
It's really fun having him here, helping you and teaching you more.
The program was in place before I came on board, but it just wasn't, there wasn't a structure to it. So Art Hatur and myself kind of put together and put a structure to where, we could have more of a formalized system of getting dads involved. And having a kindergartner, now he's in 6th grade, and then I have a 1st grader and a 4th grader. So it's like I've just kind of stayed in the role because it's a way for me to be involved and to help other dads.
I enjoy doing it just because to see my kids smile on their face when they see their dad in the classroom and everyone points, oh, there's so-and-so's dad. So it's kind of neat to be picked out of the crowd.
I like it when he's with me and doing all the cool stuff with him, and it's just fun.
With photographer Sinclair Miramontes, this has been Maggie Marr reporting for Encounter Shawnee Mission.
You always look forward to the day your dad came to school.
Oh yeah. At Sunflower Elementary School, safety is a priority for students.
The Safety Patrol program ensures students will be safe. Let's take a look.
The Safety Patrol program at Sunflower Elementary School is off to a great start.
Safety Patrol is about helping others keep safe and helping and setting a good example for others.
The idea of empowering students to be involved in their school, and I think safety is a priority. And as I am on duty in the parking lot running the stop sign, I started meeting all the parents, and I thought it was, and the principal at the time thought it was a good idea for me to take over the safety patrol, and that was about 5 years ago. How do I decide which kids can be in safety patrol? I really let them choose. I put the note out there that, okay, they'll need to turn in permission slips if they want to be on safety patrol. And I don't just hand out permission slip to everybody, but I will hand it out to anybody who wants it.
I thought it would be pretty cool, seeing everybody, seeing how they act and stuff, and pretty much just keeping others safe. And being in the morning, it's really cool because you get to see everyone and you get to say hi to everyone. I will probably do safety patrol for the rest of the year. It's really hard these days getting people safe, and just knowing that I can help makes a really big difference in my life.
With photographer Hannah Miller, this has been Sabrina Gorman reporting for Encounter Shawnee Mission at Sunflower Elementary School.
Safety is always the top priority.
And Sunflower makes it happen. Environmental education is important to start teaching early.
Overland Park Elementary found a fun, entertaining way to teach the kids about the environment.
You're gonna like this.
Overland Park Elementary School hosted Lion Gate Puppet Theater for an environmental education puppet show.
Most of our environmental shows always have the clean water aspect. And in this particular show, we are focusing on how organic gardening, picking up after your pets, the things that we do in the yard with pesticides and fertilizers, those kinds of things can really affect the water.
I learned that plants can help filter the water when they're near a river, and if it rains and there's no plants around, the mud just washes into the river.
This particular show is funded by the Johnson County Stormwater Education Committee. That means that we got money from the government, basically from like tipping fees into the landfills and stuff. They have to grant that into environmental education in the community.
I think it taught me how important gardens are and how sharing can make you and others feel better.
Most of my shows, the purpose behind them is to actually teach something or to make the kids think, whether or not it's about how their actions affect others or the bigger picture of how they want to be treated and how they should treat others. So this show, I think, does that in two ways. It talks about the environment and the science aspects and the way that we can affect what we're doing in the planet, and also about just helping your friends out and being that good person, that good citizen.
With photographer Maya Blewett, this has been Alex Kemp reporting for Encounter Shawnee Mission.
It looks like the kids really enjoyed that one. Hey, have you heard how the cheerleaders are doing this year?
Yeah, they're putting on a clinic for our future Viking cheerleaders. Let's see their spirit.
The Shawnee Mission West cheer team hosted a cheer clinic involving younger cheerleaders in the West District for FCCJC night at a football game.
At the cheer clinic, we teach the girls the cheers and chants and some band chants and a dance to do at the FCCJC night at the game. The FCCJC football players walk the field at the beginning of the game, and the cheerleaders get to cheer at a quarter.
My favorite part about the Shawnee Mission West cheer clinic is that we can learn and challenge ourselves with new stunts and cheers. The Shawnee Mission West cheer clinic makes me want to be a Vikings cheerleader because it's fun seeing that the bigger and taller cheerleaders and knowing what they do and how hard it is for them.
My favorite part about the cheer clinic was hanging out with all the girls that like to cheer. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My favorite thing to teach the cheerleaders are the chants that we do at the games. Cheer for the Vikings, we are the best. Anybody from West District that wants to come to the clinics are allowed K through 7th grade.
With photographer Noah Tatley, this has been Josh Compton reporting for Encounter Shawnee Mission.
The students at Pawnee Elementary School showcased their school spirit through special themed Spirit Days.
Here's a look at their Kansas City Spirit Day.
Pawnee Elementary, a school where teachers and students are full of spirit. But where do they get their spirit?
Student Council is a group of students that represent our entire student body. Those kids get the chance to help make decisions for our school. They do things like vote for Spirit Day.
The kids voted for a Kansas Sports Spirit Day.
We all raise our hand and say what we think we should do for a Spirit Day, and then we vote on which one's the best.
The kids had fun wearing their Kansas gear in all their activities.
Spirit Days are a good way to unify our building and kind of develop more building culture. It's a good way to just have a little bit of fun, express ourselves, and, you know, school shouldn't all be serious.
We see Spirit Days as an opportunity to boost the spirit among our students.
With photographer Catherine Allison, this has been Max Cross for Encounter Shawnee Mission.
This has been Encounter Shawnee Mission. I'm Nick.
I'm Ben. Thanks for watching.